What's that? Oh! Oh! Why won't you die?
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Anger.
I don't think Void's here. But I figured out a thing. I don't know if you wanted to watch me, but I figured out a thing. It's when I pick a lock, I'll show you. Oh, that's good.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. This ends here.
Takes a lot of damage.
Oh no. Oh no. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here now. Ah! Don't get stuck on the light, Liam. Fuck.
Do you have any healing potions?
I don't think so. I need to stock up on them, but I prefer using magic because you get something from it. I know I've got them. No, not them. Them. No, I don't. Maybe I should go and level up. There's enemies? Who?
Okay, you still gotta take care of that one dude.
Yeah, but they're in here. I didn't think that counts as an enemy that's targeting me. Hello? That's wild.
This ends here.
You're gonna break your sword like that.
That's fine. I got like 30 fucking... I got 13. But... Dutch Inc. Dutch Incorporated. Spoiler. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll message you on voice back.
There's no enemies here. Why is the music still going?
So I need to come
Oh,
that way and then down. Okay. That explains it.
oh, another armored guy, and he does look more, and he contains more damage. No.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
That's unfair!
Why did you do that?
Do what? One sec, one sec. Little bitch! Little bitch!
Bayazota, Bayazota, Bayazota.
I was doing this for a specific reason. I get some goodies. There's some good shit. I basically get a soul gem that acts forever. Like it doesn't break when you like enchant shit or whatever. This, look. So you see that? What I'm doing?
Yeah.
That counts as an attempt towards lockpicking, and it doesn't break. If I do it to like this one, my lockpick will break. But here, it counts as an attempt, and it gives me XP. So if I spam this, right, and then come out, look at my level in the top right. Security is up to 24. So then if I do that
Oh
again,
my.
and I just go, and then I come out 26. You see what I mean? This shit's fucking nuts, bro.
Oh my god.
30. 36. Fuck, man. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. That's crazy. Actually, I should try and fucking do that. I should actually try and do the lockpick, but I'm probably gonna get fucked. Oh, yeah, that's
Base
cool.
ring of intelligence. What the fuck?
Mate, that's quite good. Oh, yeah. We're not allowed to tell Skull about our little security. No, our security lockpick thing.
What a way to level up.
Mate, it's fucking insane. You can only get it up to 100 and then that skill is maxed. But it's crazy that that's a natural part of the game. And now I can get the thing that I actually care about, which is out of my way, bitch!
Thank you, mortal. Their spirits are free, and henceforth above my shrine, 5 bright candles shall burn forever in memory of their sacrifice. For your service, take this token, that your deeds might be entered in the Book of Fate.
Azora's Star. Azora's Star is what I want. Right. They haven't. You're not allowed to do that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I named my armor Angry. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like that.
You can only rename it when you put enchantments on it, so I'm just going to be in the Angry armor at one point. So theoretically, every enemy I kill, I can enchant with. Because Azora's Star is a soul gem. That will act as a soul gem that I can just use forever. I'm actually going to equip it and just hope it works. But
Congratulations, you made it to level 11.
Ooh. I got 360 weight capacity though, which is quite good. Yeah. One second, Daniel.
Alright.
Fucking hell, Dad, stop crying. Fucking prick.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
I got some weed. Some traps. This is nuts. This is not fair for anyone involved. That's what. Okay, so that's 45. Hang on. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60.
Oh my god.
61. 62. Do you know how fucking fast I'm tapping right now? I don't know what number that was. 50, 62? I don't know. $64! I need a spliff to do this. Fuck me. I think I should stop at 90 so I get 10 levels legit. If I ever need some quick XP, I can just pick lock a cock. Also, do you want to see another technique that I found out? So you know when you're picking the locks and you need to wait for it to drop slowly like that?
Hmm?
You know when you're picking the locks, you need to wait for it to drop slowly like that?
Yeah.
If you just keep it up like this, You see? You see? Dude, that's insane. They need to
Oh
stop
my
giving
God.
me locks. They need to stop giving me fucking locks. I'm gonna use them. Fuck off, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, you know how Skull was doing the arena stuff straight away?
Yeah.
That locks you out of some missions because you kill the people that give you the missions. So he's locked himself out of some missions. And I don't think he realizes that. I mean, it might not be a problem for him, but he's locked him. It's at least one mission he's locked himself out of. Which is, it's only one, but you know. I've got a list of everything that's missable. There's only like 6 missions that are missable.
Oh my God.
I can't believe they did this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Adam. What the fuck, Richard? I've got one lockpick. Daniel, one lockpick has got me from level 20 to 70. One
I
lockpick.
know.
School's actually going to come back. Like, how the fuck did you level up that much so fast? Also, you know that guy that I saved from the cultists? And I kept restarting to get him alive?
Yeah.
If you do keep him alive, he goes to the Imperial City and he prays in the temple, and then if you speak to him, he's like, "Thank you so much for saving me, I really appreciate it." So it's quite, it's quite cool. I didn't expect anything from him, but I gotta thank you. I'll take it. And he's alive and well. I've let no one die yet. No one's dead, other than the people I've killed.
That's good.
I've closed 3 Oblivion gates out of 60. I didn't know there's 100 Oblivion gates, but only 60 will activate in a playthrough. So you get different Oblivion gates to do in different playthroughs.
Wow.
There's like 40 of my Oblivion gates will not activate. But like I might have Oblivion gates that Skull doesn't have, which is quite interesting. What level are we?
74.
Nah.
No! No! I want every gun we have to fire on that man!
More!
More! More! And Luke just stands there, unfazed. No! Where's Padme? Is she safe? Is she alive? It seems in your anger and lust for power, you killed her. No! No, she was alive, I felt it. No! That was my impression of Darth Vader being suited up and realizing Padme's dead in Revenge of the Sith. Did you like it?
Yep.
I'll move in a second, I'm just rolling the zoo. And I say move in a second, I'll do that. No time for more songs left. No time for no regret. I can't know more lockpicks now. I'm a sausage. Shake, 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 Sonata. Shake your body, right? Work, 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 Sonata. Why have
Quality
I...
time.
Hey! I'll be playing properly in like 30 seconds, hang on.
Alright.
I got in from work not long ago, so I'm still like settling, you know. My guy looks like he's straight out of Elden Ring.
Yep.
Or does that just mean my Elden Ring character looks straight out of Oblivion? Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Huh. Huh. Huh. Huh. Uh-huh.
For Lord Dagon.
Don't be doing shit for Lord Dagon, bitch. Are you fucking nuts? Are
I do
you
not fear
fucking
death.
nuts? Are you fucking
I do not
nuts?
fear death.
For Lord Dagon. Fuck you, bitch!
Fuck you! You're doing shit for Lord Dagon. He. Now, if we're talking about Molar Black, Jesus, he got space in my heart. Is it bad that I'm playing any Elder Scrolls, and if Molar Black's in it, I'm his servant? Like, I just bow to Molar Black. Fuck off! You see that, Daniel? I just killed
Yep.
the rat and immediately repaired my sword, and this sword traps enemies in this, and this allows me to repair my sword, so my sword will never ever not be repaired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's got a life steal, and if it has life steal, it feeds this, and once this gets full, yeah. I did like a whole mission to get that. Azora's a god in Elder Scrolls, so I assume you know Azora.
Yeah, I know Azora.
But I'm
My
quite
first
certain Azora's
introduction to
star.
her was actually the Adoring Fan.
The
I'm
adoring.
like, who's Azura? She's not one of the 9 divines, and then I realized, oh, she's a Daedra.
Yeah, first appeared in what? Daggerfall, I believe. You didn't hit me, you sausage. Oh, that's good. Get fucked! Give me that arrow. Hello, sir.
7 of the morning watch and all's well. Top of the morning to you, sir.
Top of the morning to you.
Assassinated before, but
Top of the morning to you, laddie.
I don't
We need
know.
Fitzy here.
It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow is falling across all of Tamriel. If you run into trouble, come find me. Yeah!
I'll feel better when you've eliminated those spies. What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes.
This way, guys. Watch out, guys. Watch out, watch out. Look at these guys, man. Scared of him. Look at these guys. Guys, can you back up, please? Look at these guys. Yo, watch out.
Things are getting very serious between India and Pakistan right now. In the past 24 hours alone, troops have officially exchanged the first gunfire at the border since...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xarxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual.
Mate, Pakistan and India are at war.
The blood of a Daedra Lord, In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one.
Oh, you have the Xerxes. That's
learned
technically an
that
artifact.
Mysterium Xerxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xerxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book, but I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual. I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me
Menu's
the
at the top
artifact?
of the screen.
Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form.
No, you're fine.
It won't be seen
Bro, you
again
can
on
like
Tamriel for many years.
mess about with that if you want and just go.
No. That's what I was gonna say. Don't give it to him yet.
As you wish. My preparations for the ritual will be different depending on the artifact we use. So I'll need it as soon as possible. I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return.
Hang on.
The Daedric artifact.
Let me see if I ever get it back off him.
No. Can't get it back off him.
Fuck.
Remember what he said? He said it won't be seen again for many years in Tamriel.
So that explains how it gets to where it is in Skyrim, which I really like. That's quite cool. That's really cool that they do that, actually. That's quite smart.
You're gonna have to find another Daedric prince to serve in order to give him an artifact. If you want to keep Azura's star.
So it says the best free to give would be Namira's ring, and the ring is... So I've actually got quite a few of these artifacts already. I've got the sword. The sword that I'm holding is an artifact. And that is an artifact. And then I got that book, which is an artifact. I've had 3 of the artifacts. But yeah, I'm gonna give him... I'm gonna give him the Mesquique Clavicus Vial when I get that, but nothing for
Yeah.
now. I'm also gonna focus... The Origin of the Grey Prince.
Yes?
They're back at the arena.
Yeah, it's actually my first time here. But...
What bonuses he gave me. Because he teaches you.
Hello
like,
there.
so anyway,
Welcome to the arena. I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I know all the regulars, believe me. If you're looking to join the arena as a combatant, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and talk to Owen, the Blade Master. If you're here to bet on a fight, on the other hand, you're talking to the right man. There are matches all day long, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a lot of chances to fill your purse with coin. So what do you say? You want to bet on a match? Ah, excellent. I knew you were the gambling type. Well, you can bet on the yellow team or the blue team. The teams are evenly matched, so you've pretty much got a 50-50 chance of winning. So, which team would you like to bet on? Oh, right then, the yellow team it is. How much do you want to bet? Oh, right, my friend. You've got 50 gold down on the yellow team. Good luck and enjoy the match. Oh, and if you win, come see me for your payout.
Winston.
Welcome to the arena, good citizens of the Empire. Versus the yellow team in a battle to the death. The gates.
What's the matter, getting tired?
Come on, yellow. Come on, yellow. So win a little bitch. Come on.
That's the best you can do. Show me what you've got. You'll never take me down.
Do your worst.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
My friends, we have a winner. Behold, a combatant from the blue team.
What? Look.
If you bet on the blue team,
The
see
Imperial
the
Watch
keeper to
seems
collect your
awfully
winnings.
worried about the Greyfoot. You too.
You like my amulet? It's enchanted. Makes me lucky. I swear it helps me win these matches. Farewell. This is all so grisly and horrible, isn't it? The blood and... With those Oblivion gates opening everywhere, it's only a matter of time before another city goes the way of Kvatch. Bye.
Hail, friend. I don't believe I've ever seen you down here in the Bloodworks before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Agranak Gromalak. Most people just call me the Grey Prince. It's kind of silly, I know, but the people of Cyrodiil need heroes. I'm more than happy to oblige. Yes, it's what everyone calls me. I guess I'm partly to blame. I have never made it a secret that I'm actually only half orc. I am a lord's son.
He's only
Yet I've
half
been
orc.
denied the noble privilege
Does
to
he
which
know
I'm
he's talking
entitled.
to a full
So I have become
bled
the Grey Prince,
orc,
noble in my own
pure
right.
orc? You can't be telling me you're
If
half
I could
orc.
prove who I really am
You're
and
treason.
show the world that an orc can be noble in blood as well as deed, maybe, yes, you could help me. I grew up here in the Imperial City, but I was born elsewhere. My mother was a servant in the employ of Lord Leviticus and resided at his fortress. Lady Leviticus was a shrew of a woman. The Lord and my mother grew close and ultimately fell in love. I was the result of their union. When the lady learned of my birth, she was furious and threatened to kill both my mother and me. So we fled, leaving my claim to nobility behind. My mother died recently. Before she passed, she gave me this key and told me it would unlock the truth at the place of my birth, Crowhaven. Crowhaven is a ruined fort far to the west of here. I'd go myself, but my training regimen doesn't allow for the luxury of such an excursion. My friend, you must travel to Crowhaven and use the key to unlock whatever it is that holds the proof of my birthright. Find this proof and return it to me, and I'll share with you some of my finest combat techniques. Trust me, you can't learn these moves in a book.
Oh, hey there. Nice to make your acquaintance. Well, my name's not important, really. I'm a combatant in the arena, gladiator rank. The arena is the bloody jewel of the Imperial City. It's where all the best fighters from all over the Empire come to test their skills. If you think you've got what it takes, go talk to Owen, the Blade Master. You'll find him in the Bloodworks day and night. But stay away from Isabel, the Battle Matron. She doesn't deal with combatants, unless they want to challenge the Grand Champion. That's Isabel. She's sort of the arena den mother. She handles the logistical stuff, as well as the training of the Grand Champion.
Conspiracy is getting out of hand. So,
That's Owen. He is in charge of the arena. Arranges the fights, trains combatants, that sort of thing. Been that way since Gaiden Shinji. Who is Gaiden Shinji? Are you serious? Gaiden Shinji was the first arena blade master. It was he who oversaw construction of the arena back in the first era. The arena was his dream. To this day, an arena combatant lives by Shinji's credo. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors. To be the best, learn from the best. Ironically, Shinji himself was killed shortly after the arena was completed. Even he could not survive the 30-year siege of Orsinium. Farewell, my friend. May your blade always strike true and first.
Take this. It's from a friend.
Horrid beasts.
Hello. I wanted to get a little practice in with my sword, so I headed to the Fighters Guild. Turns out you have to be a member to train there. Our Countess will never let Coral fall to the Daedra. Oblivion Gates be damned. So let's do business. That's more than I usually pay. Another's. Farewell.
Well, ain't you the high Tom Titty? You want something, I guess. Or you wouldn't be messing up my air.
The Chestnut Handy Stables now offers to protect your horse. Seems handy enough.
I hope the guard can hold off the Daedra. But you think about what happened to Kavach, and you can't help but worry. Be seeing you.
It's about time. Good morning. Welcome to Coral. Keep your nose clean, and we'll be good friends. Make a mistake, and the Coral Guard will be all over you like a cheap cuirass. I don't understand what Glistel is doing with Melinda's anchorets. I mean, have you seen her? And have you seen him? I just don't get it. No worries. Farewell.
How are you?
How goes it?
Hail. That Honditar sure knows his way around this area. Have you spoken with him recently?
No, I haven't. I've heard that he really knows his way around, though.
Take care.
You too. Oh, hello. What do you want? You know, Bongon has got some fine horses for sale over at the Greymare. Too bad he's such a pushy man. Farewell.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Velga of Coral. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation. As the head of the Elder Council, High Chancellor Okato is the de facto ruler of the Empire for the time being. You seem the trusting type. Perhaps you can assist me. It seems someone has taken away an heirloom that is quite dear to me. I want you to help me recover a stolen painting. The painting was of my lost love, the Count Valga, and it has been stolen from my bedchamber. If you find the painting and bring the culprit to justice, you shall be justly rewarded. What say you? Very well. I suggest you begin to gather clues. And I warn you, do not accuse the wrong person, or I shall be quite cross with you. Here are some keys. They should allow you access to many of the restricted areas in Castle Coral.
Daniel, you're watching.
Hold on.
So she was just telling me that there's been a stolen painting and she's in an investigation. She's given me keys to the castle, and she said, okay. And then immediately I saw this. I can accuse her. I'm going to accuse her and see how she reacts. The first thing I do on this investigation is accuse this bitch.
No!
Good luck, investigator. I hope that when you find enough evidence, I do not wish them harmed, as I want the thief to face justice. I've warned my people to stay inside the walls and put my guard on full alert. There's nothing else we can do. Your best bet is to speak to residents of the castle. Once you have found out all you can, search for physical clues.
That's
painting is all I have left that reminds me of the Count. I spend many a lonely night wishing that the words I speak to it will be heard, and not just fall upon the lifeless pigments and canvas.
I'm not playing anything right
Chanel
now.
and Orgnolf both reside in the private quarters section.
Maybe you should
They have
play a
been
game.
restricted to remain indoors, so they should be easy to find. You may also want to speak to Bitneld, the captain of the guard. He can be found on patrol in Coral or in the barracks. Finally, I would try speaking to Aurak Grogoth, who is my steward. He resides in the private quarters section as well. If he isn't in the castle, he may be at the Northern Goods and Trade, buying food to stock our larder. I was elsewhere at the time of the robbery, and the chamber was locked. The only other people who have had access to the chamber and were unaccounted for are the court mage, Chanel, and the porter, Orgnolf. Don't forget to check with Bitneld, the captain of the guard, my steward, Aurak Grogoth, and my herald, Laith Wavrik.
Use you.
Lord B. Nelson.
Andel Indaris may or may not have killed his wife, and it may or may not have been an accident. And I doubt we'll ever know for sure. Good luck, investigator.
Hello.
Alfie?
Alfie.
I guess we'll never know.
Greetings.
No way. No way. Alfie, are you here or not?
Yeah, Alfie, where are you? Oh.
Wow. What a genius.
Also, Alfie, I wanted to say this. Sorry that you've become the butt of Blackjack's jokes, and I'm sorry that Blackjack treats you the way he does.
Fuck you, Alfie.
Anger!
He knows I'm joking. Fuck you, Daniel. Don't let me get you. Do you want me to get Harvey for you? Sure.
Or do something. Like what he did in Minecraft. Where he kept mining on your land. Yeah.
You walked into that lava, though. You walked into that lava.
Oh, and the reason I laughed that one time, I didn't mean to be an ass or anything, but when you started screaming and yelling, "Leave me alone," I thought it was Amy at first, and then I realized it was you, and I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, Amy, are you okay? And then I realized it was you, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Also, Anger, why are you throwing fireballs at the door?
I'm not.
I just saw you throw one.
No, you didn't.
See? There's another one.
Sure, man, I didn't. It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Mate, I need to find some Aragonans. Where are the Aragons? The Aragonigons? The lizards?
The Aragongons!
Where are the Gongans? Where are the Gingons? Aristotle. You're an orc. What are you? You're a fucking elf or some shit. You're an old.
For an old beggar?
A coin for an old beggar?
A coin to make my cock.
Oh my god.
You're not an Aragongong.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, so what
They're
do you
called
want?
Argonians.
The Oregons.
Organs.
Origins Easter egg.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Where's the first step to the Origins Easter egg?
La la la, tra la la.
Fucking thing.
Also, his profile picture is a Gran Turismo sports car. I love how the image for acrobatics is just some random guy prancing around.
Yeah. Shall we look at all of the, Hey!
Hey, Alfie. Yeah,
Daniel's just a nice guy.
I am.
One track.
That's what was profound.
I wish I had enough money for this game. Oblivion. I grew up with it. It was my introduction into Elder Scrolls. It's a remaster. Well, it's more of a remake, but yeah. Not much. No. I'm not able to get a job. I'm not able to get a job around here. There's no job applications, I don't think. Yeah. 28 or 27, sorry. I'm gonna be 28 this year. In June. Not right now. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yeah, it's very crazy. I would say so, yeah. Every single job in my town is taken, pretty much. Not in my... I live in a small town, so... It does. I actually kind of want to get into writing. Yeah. Nice. Is that why you have the Gran Turismo profile picture? Ah. Sorry about that. My parents were in the other room. They were talking with my aunt. My aunt. This is no offense to her, but she kind of likes to get in everybody's business. Yes. Very.
Where?
Pretty much.
From where? From where?
Yep. Yeah, for me, I get morbidly curious about something, even if it's not true, and that's what caused me to go down the rabbit hole that is conspiracy theories, and it nearly caused me to kill myself. Yeah, I nearly killed myself over a fucking conspiracy theory. It was a conspiracy theory called the Great Reset. It was basically saying that the powers that be that govern the world were going to basically start a new world order. It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit.
No,
and
it's not bullshit, I can't lie. That
pretty much.
I know quite a lot of facts that Daniel probably also knows, but it's not bullshit, Daniel. Like, obviously it's a theory, but I genuinely think that will definitely happen by like 2027. So it's basically there's Zionists in Israel, basically, and that's where it stems from. So you know, a Zionist is. They want a new world order where everyone is like, it's kind of communism, but to the point where every rich person is the best because they're rich and they're different because they're above everyone. And factually, so Israel came about in 1949, which is obviously after World War II. It's a very new country. Israel is not old at all. It's about 80 years old. It's not even 100 years old yet. And it has some of the most wealth ever. And that is because there's the majority population of Israel is Jewish. And the Jewish religion throughout history have been kicked out of 109 countries. Factually, they've been kicked out of 109 different countries. They never had a place to settle down and call their own. And the reason they were kicked out of the countries was because they would come into the land after being kicked out of wherever, or like even their first one, they'd come into the land, they'd have some wealth behind them, and they would tell the townsfolk, because the king wouldn't do this, but they'd tell the townsfolk, we'll give you some money, we'll give you some resources, but you need to give it back with interest. So like, we'll give you £10, you give us £11 back, so they'd make a bit of a profit. And they'd do this to every town member, so that the entire town, they kind of have all the money of the town, and the king doesn't have anything. And so if the king has nothing, he gets pissed off and kicks them out. But when they get kicked out, they have some wealth from that civilization that they've just kind of took everything from. And they did this to 109 different countries around the world. So they built up a ton of wealth all the time. And then in 1776, some of these Jewish elites that have a lot of money start an order of perfectification. And this came about in 1776. And it was an order of being perfect to everything. In 1777, the leader of this group, they only had 26 members for a year. So the leader of this group goes to the Freemasons, and Freemasonry is a whole different thing, which will take me hours to explain. But it's basically a public secret society, so like a cult, basically, that's publicly known. And he basically... What? So, I'll be very quick, but did you understand everything I've said so far? So the Jewish people got all the wealth from the countries in the past. And this is in 1776, yeah? So like 200 years ago. But yeah, they're basically saying if you're not part of our culture and what we stand for and support, you're not in. And you need to die, basically, because we are correct. It's perfectification. And they joined a public secret society, right? This is 200 years ago, bro. So they joined a public secret society, the Order of Perfectification, and they had their own rank in this secret society, and the secret society is called the Freemasons. but their rank that they called themselves was the Illuminati. Like, that is where the Illuminati starts from, is Jewish elites joining a cult. Okay? So the Illuminati is real, it is an actual thing. And then in about 1816-ish, a man called Nathaniel Rothschild was born, and he started the international banking systems. So he put banks all across the world, and banks are very bad because they hold on to your money, they spend some, and bank gets more money from that. He was Jewish, and he was one of these Jewish elites that was supposedly part of the Illuminati. So the Illuminati started our banking systems, and if you look at every single person in the world, they use a bank. So if people have control over everyone's money, they could very easily switch off the banks and the world would go fucking crazy. Yeah, imagine if your mom couldn't use a bank, if you couldn't use a bank, if your dad couldn't use a bank, how crazy would that shit be? They have control of every single person's money, okay? They could very easily take it away from us like that and we'd go batshit crazy. The person that owns all the oil companies is Jewish, so they could take oil away so we wouldn't be able to run our cars, our homes, our waters, like anything that really uses oil. Our electricity could be taken away like that. And if electricity went, how fucking crazy would you go? If you didn't have your PlayStation, your phone, your music, your lights in your house, nothing. You couldn't use your oven. You couldn't have running water. How crazy would you go? How easy can they take it away from us as well? They can take that away so easy. And that is what is kind of coming in like a big blackout event. So yeah, so basically what I think is going to happen genuinely is they're going to cut power, and then it's going to make us go fucking insane and like kill all of ourselves, and that's the start of the like if we like go against them, if we like stand up against them, they could cut so much off of us, which is not good. Like, you know the COVID vaccine that had HIV in it, that had venom poison from like a snake in it. Do you know what HIV is? It's a type of AIDS. Do you know what AIDS is? Yeah, there was AIDS in the COVID vaccine. Because it had the same DNA structure that they needed to counter the virus, even though more people that have the vaccine have died than haven't had the vaccine. So if you're vaccinated, you're more prone to death. Factually, by the numbers, if you are vaccinated, you are more prone to death. Yeah. Mate, there's fucking tons. I could be here for hours talking about shit. Like, there's so many different things. It depends. Like, I think Jesus Christ is coming in 2027, dude. Like, I'm not a Christian. I don't support the church, but I believe in Jesus Christ because that shit's crazy. And the way the world is going right now, if you read into it, it's fucking insane. And it's not like, yeah. Mate, just be a good person. Honestly, like, just be true to yourself. Because you tell yourself what is good and wrong, and you know what's good and wrong when you do it. So just do good, because, yeah. And even if shit doesn't go wrong, you've still lived a good life. You know, you're still a good person. Mate, don't worry about it, because, like, I know all the facts about it, and I'm here fucking playing Oblivion. You know. Mate. It's Jewish people. So, you know... You know Adolf Hitler? So you know how I'm saying it's all against, like, it's Jewish people? Hitler was... He had one of his letters, and speeches, it said he's not going for every Jew. He's going for the Zionist elites that just happen to be Jewish. And if the Jewish people don't set a line between themselves and the Zionist elites, then he kind of just has to go for all of them because they're part of the Zionist elite Illuminati. And Hitler was going against the Jewish elites, not the Jewish people. But he had to do it to everyone because they didn't draw a line. And that isn't something you get taught in history. And that's factual. I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I'm saying, yeah. And do you know what Big Pharma? Do you know what Big Pharma is? So Big Pharma is the leading pharmaceutical country around the planet. So you know pharmaceuticals. So they, you know insulin for diabetic people? So before I continue, Big Pharma is owned by Jewish elites, okay? And Big Pharma earn £110 billion every year from just insulin, okay? So if they had a cure to stop people from being diabetic, it would cost them $110 billion per year because they wouldn't be selling insulin. So as a business, are they really going to give out a cure that stops making them £110 billion? No, because they care about money. Not only that, but the diet that they suggest for diabetic people is the complete opposite diet you would want if you're diabetic, because it is an insulin deficit diet. So you won't have any insulin, and you're going to have to buy insulin because you need insulin because your diet isn't giving you any insulin. So the diet itself makes you more diabetic. And that is owned by Jewish Zionist elites that give every type of medicine across the planet. So most medicines might be fucking bullshit because it's just a money scheme. Because they just want money. You can be way healthier than any of the doctors say just by looking at different vitamins and nutrients you could be taking separately, like L-theanine, crazy, it'll change your life. Yeah, it's crazy. But, yeah, medicine is corrupt. Most doctors are corrupt. It's fucking nuts, bro. The police are corrupt. Like, yeah. Do you remember how I was saying it was Jewish people that owned the big banks and like the banking systems across the world? You know John F. Kennedy? Do you know how he got assassinated? Like he was shot in the back of the head. So about 2 weeks or a month before he got shot in the head, he introduced a new form of money, and it wasn't part of the Federal Reserve, so the world banking, it wasn't part of that. It was its own American dollar that was backed up by gold, and it being backed up by gold meant that it couldn't be inflated because it has a value that it's connected to. It's not just loose change, it's connected to something, it's connected to the gold. Like, do you understand that? Like, the gold is equal to the cash flow. And that would mean inflation isn't allowed, so that would mean the rich couldn't keep profiting off the money from the banks because it can't be inflated. And John F. Kennedy did this, and he set this in motion for the people because it was really good for the people. He was then shot in the face. So he helped loads of people by going against the central banks, and then he was assassinated for doing that because they don't want people to stop giving them money and feeding them money. It's insane, and that is like the leading theory of why he was shot in the face, which is crazy. Do you know who Woody Harrelson is? His dad was a CIA agent, and in an interview, Woody Harrelson said that his dad was probably the one that shot JFK. Woody Harrelson, like the actor, his dad like probably shot JFK because he worked for the government, and he was like quite certain his dad did it. It's like the world is fucking corrupt and shit, bro. You know Free Palestine? You know how when it's Free Palestine it gets taken down? But when it's Free Israel it stays? That's because the government And when it's Free Israel, it stays. Like, they keep Free Israel up, but they don't keep Free Palestine. They take down the Palestine flags. Yeah, it's like Palestine has been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. Israel's been there for like 80, and they're claiming that their land is Palestine, and it's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense because they've been there before you. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yo. Oh, mate, there's hundred and hundred and hundred of things. I can teach you what Freemasonry is. So, Freemasonry on the surface is good. But there's 32 levels to it. But the first 3 levels are fine. The first 3 levels are normal, everyday people that are in their own secret keeping club. You know what I mean? Like, but then you get to the higher stages, and it gets, like, concerning. So obviously the Illuminati was part of the Freemasons. But, yeah. Yeah. So, Freemasonry, there's that section of the Illuminati, but in the military, there is a secret section of the military. There's like a certain rank, and loads of military people have this same experience, that military rank was a Freemason, and every single one of that rank is always a Freemason. So that means they're a secret keeper in the military. That is a secret thing because it's not listed to be a Freemason as that role. Like, it's not officially part of the role, but to have that role, you must be a Freemason. You know what I mean? So if the military has a whole section where those people are Freemasons in almost every military across the world, that's a bit concerning. That is a little bit concerning. So, and if you just think of the power that the military has, like, you see videos of people fighting off police that are doing bad things. Imagine the military. Imagine tanks, guns, bombs, grenades, drones, planes, parachuters. You know, like, that's fucking crazy. They are trained fucking professionals. If they're all Freemasons, or there's a section of them that are all Freemasons, they could very much, if they wanted to flick the switch, if the Jewish elites wanted to flick the switch, they tell all their Freemasons to get rid of the shitty ranks in the military, to leave the military pure of the evil elite Zionists that are part of it. So the military is now completely evil. They'll shut off our power, so we're fighting ourselves. We're not even thinking about what they're doing, but we're fucking fighting ourselves. And then the survivors of us fighting ourselves from the blackout, which takes our electricity, water, heating, food, all the shit we need to survive. Once we are done killing each other and we find our survivors, the military comes and kicks the fuck out of us. That could happen because they have control in that many jurisdictions. This is why Daniel got scared, because it is fucking scary. You see it in Hollywood, like, you know how California burned? So, you know Hollywood? It was on fire earlier in the year. Like, that shit that burned, all the houses on that land was stopped being insured about 2 weeks before, and the person doing it didn't tell the homeowners. So all of that land that got destroyed wasn't insured, so it wasn't paid for to the people. And then it burned. So the people didn't get insurance because they took out the insurance before they burnt it. Because they burnt it, because they knew they were going to fucking burn it. The water, the reserves, they took away all the water reserves before they burnt it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Oprah Winfrey, like 2 days before the fires started, had a private fire team outside of their houses waiting for the fires. All the land that's been burnt has been bought by a company called BlackRock, and if you look into BlackRock, it's fucking nuts. BlackRock are crazy. But as soon as it started burning, they've got a new plan for a Las Vegas 2.0 and a Hollywood 2.0. And like a futuristic, it's already in motion going, and they've got all the deals on the way. So they had all the deals before it burnt, which, you know, that's strange, isn't it? That's quite strange. So yeah, the government burnt Hollywood. And you know P. Diddy? All the people that P. Diddy did stuff with lived in Hollywood. So if you burn their houses, you burn their evidence, so there's no links to P. Diddy, so all the people in Hollywood don't get connected to P. Diddy, because it all got burnt in the fires. Ain't that convenient? Like, as soon as you start looking between the lines, shit just gets fucking crazy.
Oh, hello. What's going on with you? I saw some mud crabs by the water recently. I steered clear of them. Nasty creatures, but I give them meat around.
Has that come back again? That's crazy. We did this like 10 years ago.
Fear death. I do not fear death.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Hello there. They ran into
What do you want to know
goblins
about?
around here not long ago. Ugh, I can't stand those things.
Horrible things. I hear that the High Elves trained them.
People have thought the world's going to end since like ages ago. However, I'll tell you this: in it was what year was the Vatican built? I think it was built in like 500 AD, so like the 5th century.
Trying to enhance her.
You know what the Vatican is?
I hear you.
Bye.
You know the Pope? It's where the Pope lives. It's like a big church. It's like a really big, huge structural statues, other buildings, like huge just grounds that is holy, like a holy ground. And it's got like an under building, so like it got an undercroft, like a basement. And in that basement, this was built in the 5th century as well, so like 1,500 years ago. They set portraits of the future popes, and it was like Pope, and whatever. And they also writ which popes were to come in the future, which I'll get onto in a sec. But the images of the popes, you know how Pope Francis has just died? These portraits of the popes, it's Pope Francis, and then there's one more pope slot. So they're basically saying there's only going to be one more pope. Okay. Which in itself is like a holy religious place. Prophecies and that are strange. But they have writ since like the 6th century, they writ like 100 years after the Vatican was built, every pope that was to come, and they've got every single pope right up to Pope Francis, like of the year that they would be joining the Vatican, of pope, named and everything. Like the correct popes is falling into that line. And that was written in the 5th century. It is more of a script. It's more of a script than a prophecy. Like, it's more of the Vatican must follow this pattern of this pope, then this pope, then this pope. So it's a bit more of a script, but it's still come true. And it wasn't meant to be because they died on those years and whatnot. But there's only one slot left. So that's kind of saying one more pope. Yeah. But the coming of Christ is supposedly, the maths done correctly, is 2027. Like when Jesus will return.
Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
The Aldmer have powerful wisdom.
So,
it could be a dangerous situation.
Good day.
So you're not Christian? So, there's a few things I believe in.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
And just like I'm just giving you a point of view so you can see more examples of how people see the world. So Christianity and Jesus are very different because Jesus himself was Jewish, and Christianity came a thing after Jesus died. So Jesus wasn't around when Christianity was made. Well, it was Jesus' disciples, I believe it was Peter, started Christianity. Like the people that are in the Last Supper image with him. Some of those people got together after Jesus died and like made Christianity. But Christianity goes against a lot of the teachings God did. Excuse me. Well, not God. Jesus did. Like Jesus said, Jesus never damned or cursed sinners, like people that sinned. He never cursed them. He never damned them. But religious people, Jesus would curse and damn. He didn't like religious people. He said religious people are bad, and they shouldn't. You shouldn't be religious. You should follow teachings of like how to live, rather than a religion that tells you what to do. Well, the Quran is Islam. The Torah is Jewish. Judaism's bad. Judaism's not too good. Like, I'm not going to say religion's good and bad, because that is a bad thing to do, but yeah, there's a lot of teachings I don't agree with Judaism. But yeah, like, yeah, and I can tell you why I believe in that. So Jesus died because he was prosecuted by the Romans, captured by the Romans, and sentenced to death by the Jews. Like, the Jews voted for Jesus to die. He carried his cross. He did all that stuff, and he died on the cross. And there's many facts pointing to that he died on the cross. But his disciples that followed him, they pretty much saw Jesus die, and then they got terrified and they ran away for a bit. And then 2 or 3 days later, when Jesus rose, they saw Jesus rose, and they were like, fuck, you are actually the fucking business. And so they saw Jesus rise, and this is like semi-factual because it's many years ago, but they saw Jesus rise, and then Jesus ascended like on the Thursday after. And when Jesus ascended, like, not many people know this, they just think Jesus came back from the dead. But a few days after he came back from the dead, he literally rose up and joined God. He willingly left Earth to be with God. So Jesus was on the earth no more about 5 days after he ascended back to life. And not many people know that. But when Jesus went, his disciples were so stunned by Jesus, they kept their word. And the Romans, the Romans are very important to this part, but the Romans went after all the disciples, and they killed every single one of Jesus' disciples in vile ways. And they said to the disciples, you will be let free if you just admit that everything Jesus did and everything you saw with Jesus was a lie and fake and it didn't happen. And all of his disciples said it was true and that Jesus was a real person. And these people died from being boiled alive, being skinned alive, having their throats slit, like horrible, horrible ways to die. And they knew they were going to die like this, and they still kept that the word of Jesus was real. If I'm getting boiled alive, the only way that I would not fumble is if I saw a miracle of godly work, you know. And these people actually died like that and actually committed to what they were saying. And I just think that is kind of enough to think Jesus was a real person, at least, you know. Yeah. Mate, I believe there's a firmament above the world. A big dome. A really, 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 really big dome. So, like... Yeah, well... It's hard... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, because I believe in Have you seen the Travis Scott concert? You know, the Travis Scott concert where people died. Do you know about that? Yeah, and quite a few people died. So they lied on all the news pages saying that the venue was full and at max capacity when it was 20,000 people under max capacity. So it wasn't over max capacity, and the news articles lied about that. The news articles also said that there was 8 people that died, even though a recorded 10 people have died, and they didn't talk about the 10. It was only ever 8. Well gone, Charlie. Everything, like Zionists, Jesus, fucking spirituality,
Aren't you an ugly
Judaism. I pretty much said that. Do you know what Freemasons are, Charlie? So there's a section of the military that's all Freemasons, but they're not described as Freemasons in the job role. Like, they're secretly all Freemasons, like that one rank is. And if the Freemasons are all in on the secret, the elites could literally go to the Freemasons, kill every part of the military that isn't part of us, so that the military is now an evil corporation, and then they'll cut off the electricity to us so that we would fight and kill each other, which we would if there's no electricity, because that's no electricity, heating, water, food. Like, we'd go fucking crazy. We'd kill each other, and then once we've killed each other and the survivors are here, the military would easily fuck us up. And that it could very, very easily happen in, like, a day, 2 days. You know? Like, it is actually... And they have that power. They do have that power very, very much. They have that power. Well, of course they wouldn't want to do it because they're earning money from everything they do off us. And as soon as they stop earning money from us, and shit happens. And there is, like, slowly becoming an uprising. And if the uprising happens, they don't want... Don't join the military. You're fighting for not the right cause. Brother, don't be. Like, look at me, I know all the facts about it, and I'm on Oblivion. Nah, it is, Charlie. It is. Yeah, but not like this. Like, this is crazy. The world is fucked right now. It matters the most right now. It was fucked years ago, but it really matters right now. Like, it's not. This is the mindset that ruins the world. It's not. It is really not. We need like it's just there's so much stuff in the world that could be changed to make it way better. Nah. Just wait for Judgment Day. Judgment Day will be like 2032. Don't give up on God, but don't give up on Jesus. Jesus is good. And separate Jesus from Christianity. Christianity sucks balls. Christianity is shit. Something that made me like contemplate it a bit more is, you know, pigs. So both Jesus and the Quran say not to eat pigs because pigs are the incarnation of devils, and you shouldn't eat that. And the devils are in the pigs, also waiting for Judgment Day. So the devil, every devil that like dies and is on Earth because God sent the devils to Earth, is dead and inside pigs. Pigs factually cannot look at the sky. They cannot do it. They cannot look at the sky. They are also one of the closest animals to us. Like in skin-wise, heart, they have like the same heart as us, the same skin as us. They're very fucking similar to us. No, I'm saying that I think that devils are inside of pigs waiting for Judgment Day for God and Jesus to come down and judge them. Man's been touched by religion. Wow. I don't know. Well, I think if the Earth is going to kill itself and God is a real thing, God will show himself before the world is gone. And if the world's going, he's going to show himself. And like in the timeline and the way things would add up mathematically, it's 2027 or 2032 for Judgment Day. Which is weird, because look at the state of the world. Pakistan and India have just started fighting. I assume you've seen that. Be ready. Be ready to... Well, look. Just live a sinless life like Jesus. And if you die, at least you lived a good life and you might go to heaven. If you don't go to heaven, you lived a good life. Win-win. Be a good person. Right. He kept asking me different questions. I stopped. I literally stopped, and then he asked again. Like I was explaining 1777, and he like was relating it to today, and I was like 1777. It was also supposed to happen many other years. What I will not talk about this because it might scare both of you. It might scare you, Charlie, as well. To be honest, if a nuclear war is coming, it would be very convenient that almost every single billionaire has spent millions and millions investing in underground bunkers recently. Which is a bit crazy that they're going to be safe if a nuclear apocalypse happens. Ready to shoot and destroy in the air. And they'll hit London. They'll put one in London, and that'll be all they do. Maybe one at the top of Scotland. Yeah, if it was, yeah, they'd probably put one in Edinburgh, one in London. That would fuck the whole little thing. The date that the bombs fell in Fallout is like 2031. Fallout is set in like 2030s. Until the part of the military kills the other part of the military, and then they're fucked. But, you know. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. What? The monarchy, like, is in the Vatican? Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Yes. Alfie. But Daniel started it. Daniel said, I got really scared one time because I heard a conspiracy theory that, like, there's going to be, like, a huge blackout event, and I was like, yeah, it could happen. It's very logical, and Daniel just left immediately. And then Alfie just started asking questions. He does have schizophrenia. No, he doesn't. He's quite special sometimes. Yeah, no, he is hard. Like, beyond just, but you can't. Like, I want to do it so you can see, but I don't like doing it to him because it is kind of mean. But if you just tell him, like, something's going to happen, he'll start questioning what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Like, he'll just be like, wait, what's happening? No, guys, what's happening? And if you just move the subject on, he will stay on that subject of what's going to happen. If you just go, something's going to happen, he will think something's going to happen. And he'll go into a loop of it, and it's quite sad to see, but it's mad. I think he understood it quite well, to be honest. But I think you should be ready to hear anything by the time you're like 10. Yeah, yeah. What do you mean? Especially someone of his age, because like he's the generation that would live and like take on the world after. If shit did go wrong, it would be him and you, and like technically me, but it would be him and you and those man them. So I'd yeah. Well done. Alfie, I apologise. You're gay, and I love you. I can't help him. Yeah.
Whoa!
And not only this, but the current Bible that you know is called the King James Bible, which was written by the king of the time that Charlie is talking about. The same king rewrote the whole Bible for new people to read. So the Bible was rewritten for his power and his reign to be perfect. My bad, bro. But yeah, but believe in Jesus and live a good life away from Christianity. Yes, and like, if you live like that, you can't really complain because you've been a good person. You know, like, and like you already are a good dude. So. But mate, the world's been fucked for like 4,000 years. Been fucked for about 4,000 years. Yeah. That wouldn't work. The people would just not accept that. Yeah, there'd be a civil war. But I've thought for hours about how to go about like making a good society. Mate. Maybe. I kind of want to be. I actually low-key want to be the face that leads into the revolution to take down the Zionists. Because I really would like Hitler. Right? Do you want me to keep talking or not? I just think Hitler was kind of correct. He wasn't a good guy. He went about it the wrong way. What he was trying to do was free the world from this corruption that we are currently experiencing. That's what he was trying to do. And Hitler, as long as Saddam Hussein and John F. Kennedy were all silenced by the same people. Well, so those three people I mentioned were people that went against the central banking system. Okay, China has just went against the central banking system. They're making their own currency outside of the world's traded currency. If China gets attacked by the United States of America, no one can fucking call me crazy. If the United States were to invade China, no one can call me crazy. Call me crazy.
What is it?
How goes it? Go ahead, please. Farewell.
What a shame. Heard any news from the other provinces?
Sounds like the Empire has given up on stopping the skooma trade and elsewhere. And I hear the tribal chiefs are supporting the Remedial credit.
If the Empire isn't going to stop the skooma trade, who will?
Take care.
Be seeing you.
Yeah. No, you go. I've got stuff to add to yours. Vikings versus Romans.
To Kvatch could happen here.
Without question.
Thornir will buy us most anything, and I.
Thornir isn't too picky, which is nice.
Mercy. Just one coin.
So you know how Charlie was saying everything was burnt and kind of destroyed, so our history was a bit altered and reset by all that burning. The Romans what Charlie was talking about was about the 11th century, so like 1066, the Battle of Hastings, that kind of era, for like the 10,000, the 1000s to the 1100s, 1200s. That's the time period Charlie was talking about. The Romans were in about the 3rd century, so 300 AD, 400 AD, 500 AD. And have you heard of the Library of Alexandria? It was in, I believe it's a Roman library. It's in Alexandria, and it was it was named after Alexandra, the conqueror. But that library had so much good history in it, and it had loads of classified books, history books, ancient books of just things. That library was completely destroyed, and thousands of years of history was lost there. Like Atlantis was lost. The story of Atlantis was lost there. Atlantis is a real, genuine place that did exist. Atlantis is real. And all that history was lost. It's not under the water, it was over land, and it got flooded, which is why people think it's underwater, because water rose into the city and destroyed it. It's in the Sahara Desert, yeah. It's the eye. It's like the eye in the Sahara Desert. It's where the Atlantis was. It's a true thing. And the date that Atlantis was said to have been destroyed is the highest rise of sea level ever recorded in like human history ever. The highest rise of sea level is when Atlantis supposedly got destroyed, which is crazy that those two dates line up perfectly. No, Atlantis was just like a civilization that was a bit advanced. Same with the Egyptians, they were like very advanced. But the Library of Alexandria was burnt and lost, so all of history was rewritten in about the 5th century. And I think it was Constantine who went to Istanbul, who was a leader of the Roman Empire, went to Istanbul and started kind of the Vatican. pretty much. They kind of created that shit in the 5th century, 6th century, and it was Romans that made the Christian idea to rule the world of Christianity and through religion, which is why they kind of did control the world for years, and they kept controlling it up until World War II, because the Vatican's been evil for years, and Hitler was shaking hands with like the Pope and making deals with the Pope to kill all the Jews. Because as a religion that wants to rule the world through religion, why wouldn't you want to get rid of some of your competition? But yeah, Rome. Like, I think the Roman Empire became a church. I really think the Roman Empire became a church, and the British Empire became a bank. And I think both of them work hand in hand with each other. Britain literally controlled most of the planet. We took all their resources from those countries, and then not only did we take their resources, we gave them a bank, and we gave them money, and we said, here's your money, keep it in our bank so that we can hold on to your money and spend it. So we took over the world so that we could have money from all across the world. We gave it back and said, sorry, but we'll tax you on everything. It's crazy. The British Empire never died. It's still going. The British Empire supposedly fell, but it didn't. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. They became a bank, pretty much. Well, the Nathaniel Rothschild was, I believe he was a British banker. Well, that's the British Empire. And then Rockefeller is the oil companies of America. And Rockefeller's wicked. He was the first billionaire ever, which is crazy. I don't know if you know who Rockefeller is. Well, it is. The Rothschild is like, Charlie, I could talk hours because I know so much about this shit. It's crazy. Yeah, Rothschilds are evil. Or if you have questions that I don't have the answer to, I'll just go and get the answers. I know how to research very well now as well. There's a secret system of tunnels under the world, bro. They connect through the magnetic fields that pull the planet, and they move it through magnetism. If you look at where the magnetisms of like the world go, you could easily make a transport system with magnets going through there, mathematically moving at thousands of miles an hour safely. And it's been found in many different places, not just London. Many different places. There are underground tunnels that they are using to you can move across all of America in 40 minutes. You know about reality check on it. Yeah, it is. It is. You live your life and then boom. You know how I have this big conspiracy about it all leading to like Jewish people doing bad things to people and wanting money. I truly believe that the full conspiracy leads it down to them purposely trying to disconnect our connection with God so that we don't go to heaven. They're trying, like, and if you look at every single thing, like Jewish people own the porn industry, and they normalize being lustful over porn. They normalize like not having a good education in school. They normalize being weak. They normalize like so many things that are just shit. They normalize putting fast food into your body that makes you feel sick and just not be good at all. They normalize like just having sugar everywhere, which literally goes into your bone marrow and causes you to want to do fucking nothing. Yeah, they disappear. No, because although they could probably like very easily take me out, I'm not a threat to them at all, and I'm feeding them money. Like I'm saying all this, but I ordered a KFC earlier. I'm playing Oblivion right now. Like I'm not doing much myself to stop them from being in power because they just have you. Like I was literally living the other day, and I thought about the whole conspiracy that they own everything, and I thought about what I know they own. Like they own all the medicine in the world, they own all the porn in the world, they own most of the fast food chains, and it's like every single thing I do feeds to them, and they've got me. Like I said, I was like, they've got me. I'm got. I can't do anything. Like it's game over. Like we are stuck because of how many years they've been doing this shit. Literally, like slowly, very, very, very slowly chipping away at the armor. Like dink, 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 until it's just fucked. Well, if like, Charlie, I assume you know Jewish people have been kicked out of 109 different countries. And yeah, so they built a wealth through they took every country's wealth, put it together, and then slowly bought things to like own the world. And it's like, yeah, they literally own almost every single thing. Like, so like so many companies are buying land in the UK so that you can only rent. Like big CEO, huge companies are buying all the houses in the UK so that no one can buy a house in the UK and you have to rent, because if everyone rents, everyone pays towards the Zionists. And these companies that are buying them are all owned by Jewish super elites. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. Well, like they're buying houses in mass. Yeah, pretty much. But they'll also buy normal homes. But yeah. But they've done loads recently, loads and loads. Should I do some research and see if they have any Jewish Zionists? What's it called? Jigsaw, JIG. Jigsaw housing. Brian Moran. Let's have a look at Brian Moran. Formed and CEO. Catholic Aid. Well, that's just saying it all at it, really. Do we need to look any further? Christians own it, and Christians are very, very evil. Mate, how have I found myself down another fucking rabbit hole? Okay, so the United States, Turkey, Malaysia, Germany, China all believe that the world is run by Jewish Zionist elites. Which it just makes sense. It's crazy that it all just fucking makes sense. No. No. I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I don't care. I don't listen to our politics at all. We don't need to. It's bullshit. I think it's time we do a destruction.